Hello, this is Danny from Financial Planner. Today I'd like to talk about how to incorporate Social Security into your planning for financial independence. So often the biggest point or the most common refrain I hear from folks about Social Security when they're in their 30s or 40s is that, hey, I'm in my 30s or 40s and I don't expect it to be around when I get to my 60s or 70s. So let's not even incorporate it into the plan. So I try and push back on that just a little bit, provide the facts, and have an informed discussion about what's likely to happen there and how we should plan for it. So the major point, the major concern that comes up for folks is that you've seen the news headlines, and Social Security will at a certain point have to cut their benefits, and it may be cut significantly. So the fact of the matter is, if there's nothing that's done to help Social Security between now and the mid 2030s, at that point, revenue paid through the payroll tax or general tax revenues is only high enough to sustain 70 to 75% of current disbursements. So meaning $1 gets paid in, and that's not going to be enough to pay for future disbursements. So really, it would need to be cut so that revenue would equal expenses. So long story short, nothing changes. We could or should bank on a reduction in your planned benefit by 25 to 30%. So that's the first thing I like to bring up. It's not bringing it down to zero. And the second thing is, what's the likelihood that nothing happens and it gets to that point? Well, I mean, that's a political question. I don't like to opine on that, even though I'm close enough to DC to hear a little bit more maybe than some other folks. But really, thinking about what the future of Social Security is, I'd like to include it, but at that reduced number. So maybe we would look at what your benefit is projected to be and account for, if you're retiring early, what that does to your Social Security benefit, and then maybe reduce it by 30% to come up with a very conservative scenario given potential reduction. So another thing about Social Security is to make sure you understand the taxability in retirement. If you're earning a certain level of income that's fairly low, you can bank on your Social Security being taxed. So the upper limit of that is 85% of your Social Security benefit could be taxed at ordinary tax rates. So meaning if you had a $30,000 benefit, then you're talking about potentially, 25,500 of taxable Social Security benefits. So accounting for that in your plan is something that's smart to do, and I would definitely recommend. So all in all, I don't think Social Security is going away. I think it's likely to be reduced. I don't know if it's going to be reduced by 25 or 30 or 50%, but I like to take a conservative tack on it based on what Social Security has come out and said themselves. And they're saying a 25 to 30% cut, so that's what I'd like to plan for. The other consideration to make sure you do is accounting for the years of reduced income in early retirement or completely zero earned income in early retirement and what that does to your benefit. So a lot of planning points there. If any of those resonate with you and you'd like to talk to me further about that, I'd be more than happy to do so. Please check out the schedule link button up above and find my calendar there and find some time for us to chat. Would love to speak with you about this and any other things that you're concerned about with your planning. So once again, this is Danny Kenny from Financial Planner. Have a great day.